Ryan, you've seen it all here. When you come to the plate in the fifth, what's going through your mind?
I think same thing every time I come to the plate. You're just trying to do something to move the line, trying to do something positive. Honestly, not trying to do too much. I think it's a tough team. It's hard to string together at bats and hits. And, yeah, honestly, I mean, just trying to hit the ball hard, not trying to do too much.
Second row in the middle.
Max, in the seventh, how are you feeling physically? What was the conversation with Menhart there, if any?
I was just gassed. I was emptying the tank, giving everything I got. I could feel my arm slot was lowering because I was fatiguing, and then it just becomes a mental grind of, you got to, in that moment, just collect yourself and if your arm slot is dropping, just focus on what you can do and try to execute pitches. Caught a break, with Pearson. That ball's an inch foul. I mean, it could have been an inch fair. But thankfully it was foul and was able to execute a changeup and be able to get out of a big situation.
Front row.
Early on, it seemed like you were down a little bit, 95, 96, but you're throwing a lot of strikes. Is that sort of intentional understanding that you've got to get deeper in the game tonight?
Yeah, I knew I needed to make a full-on start. There's been times I know there's times in the regular season where you're not fresh, where you come into a game and you got to conserve where you're at. Try to almost pitch more, and today was kind of one of those days, given that I pitched in game 2. But I knew I could still pitch. I had all the pitches working, and was just trusting Zoot. Just back there. Whatever he was putting down, I was willing to just execute and just stay within our game plan.
Third row in the middle.
Zim, as you know, your contract's expiring, and this could be your last game before the home crowd. Did it give you any extra oomph as you're at bat, especially with the home run, but the single right afterwards?
There's been a lot of people that think these are my last games.
Yeah, I really don't think this is last games. Yeah, Only you think it's his last games.
The last home game, they tried to give me like a standing ovation. I mean, I feel good. I think we got plenty to go. But other than that, I think anytime you play at home, especially postseason games, that's why you play the game. I think this is what you live for, and obviously the game's here, but then even almost more so going to LA for Game 5 and Walker Buehler versus Steven Strasburg with Kershaw probably available in the pen, and this is why you play the game. I mean, this is what we live for.
Jesse up front.
Yeah, Ryan, could you describe the feeling first of hitting that home run, and then when you're rounding first base and celebrating, just kind of what that's like?
Right. No, I don't think. It's hard to explain that kind of stuff. I mean, that's same thing I'm sure that he felt when he got out of that jam the 7th inning. I mean, that's why sports are special. You can't replicate it. That's why you work so hard during the season, the off season, for times like that, and you fail a lot in those times as well. So I think when you do succeed and the team succeeds, you take some time to cherish it a little bit.
Left side, second row.
This is really for either or both of you. With your performances tonight, Howie's couple hits, Doolittle, Hudson in the bullpen, it seems like this team places a priority and experience in a sport that now places a priority on youth. How did that show up in the game tonight? And do you think other teams might learn something from it?
Yeah, we joke about that. We're a bunch of viejos.
Viejos, man.
We're old guys. Yeah, well, old guys can still do it.
Yeah, nice way to say
I
veterans.
know. I feel young, and I'm older than you.
Yeah, I think we have a good mix. We do have an old team, whatever you want to call it, but I think we also feed off the young guys that we have, and they feed off us, asking this guy about pitching, asking me about other things. Yeah, I mean, it's a good mix. It's a good mix of guys, and at the end of the day, we just go out there and honestly, all year we've been trying to win each game, and no different tonight.
Barry and then David.
Max, you've been teammates with him for 5 years now. It's a little awkward with him sitting right there, but what did you learn about what he's meant to this franchise? And you can leave if you want.
Yeah. I mean, he's the face of the franchise. He's been here the whole time. He's given everything to this organization from beginning to end. He's seen through the good times, bad times, and the good times. And, we just believe that we got some mojo and that we can win. We just believe in this clubhouse, what we have here, what we built here, and we've talked about it that we just have it factor, and we just know we got 25 guys that are going to lay it on the line every single time for each other, and that's hard to replicate.
Last couple here, David.
Ryan, over the years, you've hit a few to the batter's eye, but when you're locked in, you also go opposite field a lot. Did you worry that when you put a swing on it, it was a good swing, that you would get in the wind, get knocked down?
Yeah, I mean, I know I hit it really good, but I hit it pretty high, and I think it's one of those where you kind of watch the center field. I was watching Belly go, and he kept running, and once he starts speeding up, you kind of get a little bit better feeling. But like I said, at this point, you just try and hit the ball hard. You're just trying to barrel it up and not try and do too much. And got on top of one of those high fastballs finally.
Third row on the left.
Max, any chance we see you in Game 5?
I doubt it.
Not doing that again?
Oh man, my arm is hanging right now. That pushed me all the way to the edge and then some. So I can't imagine in any scenario where I'm pitching.
Tyler, last one.
Ryan, I'm sure you don't think about this sort of thing in the moment, but having the perspective of the entire history of the Nationals, on good nights like this, on big nights, do you ever find yourself thinking about the old days, the RFK Stadium or the last place finishes? Did your perspective ever go through your mind like that?
No, I mean, I think we're so far past that now. I think it's kind of made me who I am. A lot of these guys didn't ever even go through that kind of stuff. So, I think and it's a good thing, we're moved on to, we're expected to make the playoffs every year. We're expected to compete. We have an ownership group that puts a competitive team on the field every year, which we're very thankful for. But I think as far as me personally thinking back, maybe sometimes, but I think I'm pretty far past that, and like most of the guys on this team maybe have never even experienced. So I think it's a good thing that we don't think about that. We're expected to win every year. If you don't make the playoffs, it's a disappointment, and we're going to give it our best shot again in a couple days to get past the first round.